and plug in the connector, and that's it. Super easy to swap the regulator. Okay, let's see what our charging system's doing now that we replaced everything. Okay, so we're gonna test the charging system now and see how everything's working with the new stator and regulator installed. So we're sitting at 12.3 here. Go ahead and fire it up. Okay. Not good. We're sitting at 12 volts even at idle. Let's rev up and see what happens. 12.8. 13.0. 13.1. So we're certainly charging, but we're about the same as we were before. We have eliminated the voltage dropping with RPM, which was, I'm sure, due to the faulty regulator, but we still are not charging well. So at this point, I usually end the video here because everything's working great. However, we have good stator, good regulator. We still have pretty poor charging on this bike. So we're gonna go to the next step, which I wasn't planning on showing, but this video is now going to expand to putting a bypass regulator harness in. So at this point, what I'm pretty sure is going on is, this is an old bike. The connectors are already not in great shape. Our stator connector's crusty, we saw that. Regulator connector is not bad, but I suspect we have quite a bit of resistance between our stator wires, so stator to regulator that runs through the bike's harness. You can see it goes all the way through here, down here, comes out at the stator plug, and then from from regulator to battery output, we probably have pretty high resistance from these two, the red and the black wire. So what we're going to do, I think I'll go ahead and install one of our revolt regulators. We're going to put a better regulator on this anyways at this point, and then I'm just going to make a new harness. I'll show you how you do a bypass harness. We don't have one for this bike, but we'll make one easily that will work just fine. So I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to make up the harness real quick. I'll show you what it looks like. It's basically just going to go directly from the stator plug right here. So we're going to come right off of our stator. It's going to run straight over here, plug into the regulator, and then straight out of the regulator to the battery terminals. We're going to bypass all the old crusty wiring on this bike, which is what happens on a lot of these old bikes. With all the components good, nothing obviously causing, we did have a problem, we solved that. I'm glad we replaced the regulator, but still not good enough. This bike should be charging better. So let's see what the improvement is when we bypass all this. All right, let's take a look at what we did. So swapped out for a revolt here. Now the new regulator we put on was not bad, it was not the problem, but I figured if I was gonna make a harness, might as well use one of our better regulators. So this is just one of our old revolts. It looks like a customer return for who knows why, and it's chipped up a little bit, but works perfectly. So reusing an old part. And then what I did was took one of our bypass harnesses. Now we're gonna have some universal harnesses coming out soon that will let you just, I would have used one of those. You could just adapt it. You know, we'll make them in different lengths. You can plug them in. Comes with matching, or comes with a set of connectors, so you could swap your stator connector. I modified one of our Polaris Sportsman bypass harnesses because it already had the correct connector over here for the stator. So very simple. Here's what the setup is now. Used our mating connectors that all of our bypass harnesses have. They plug into this style regulator. And we have the stator harness, 3 yellows, battery harness, a red and a black. Battery harness literally goes right out of the regulator. It's got about 18 inches of wire,